Whether it's baked, fried or smashed, South Africans love their potatoes, but this is getting out of reach for many. The average 10 kilogram a bag of potatoes would have cost you 69 rand a year ago. Due to lower prices, farmers reduced overall production of potatoes. Potatoes SA says some of the largest companies lost a massive amount of processing capacity, with many still playing catch up in terms of volumes and capacity. The crop yield is also lower than last year, with farmers having planted conservatively this year. The high demand of potatoes and fewer supply is now contributing to higher prices.
This phase that we have will be a relatively, I want to say, short-lived phase because it is a transition time. Usually, this time of the year, there's a bit of a mismatch in terms of stock availability and product. But if you take last year at 41 rand, I would estimate that we will see the end of the year out in nearly a doubling in that price. So towards 80 rand a pocket on the fresh produce market.
Thabang Matomela runs this food outlet in Deep Kloof, Soweto, which was established in 1996. He sells mainly quarters but says the high price of potatoes is making it difficult for him to make any profit. Last year, January, it cost him 60 rand per 10 kilograms bag of potatoes, and this amount has now escalated to 144 rand. He had to increase prices of quarters twice this year to mitigate the price increases. Now his business has taken a knock as customers are battling to cope with the escalating prices. He's considering to change his quarter menu offering to exclude chips in order to stay afloat.
We used to buy a bag of potato for like 60 rands. Now we're buying it for 144. So this is drastically reducing our profit or our livelihood as the business. Chips are the main ingredient of quarters. Chips are the main ingredient of fast food. There's no fast food without chips. So most likely it's either we're gonna, I don't know even if we change, what will we change to? So most likely if the chips are keep on going up, I don't know what we want to sell. We have to just change, I don't know, the whole setup, the whole menu.
Economists are concerned that retailers are likely to pass on these prices to consumers.
Potato prices have increased significantly across South Africa, and the major driver of this is the lower volumes that farmers are delivering across various fresh produce markets in the country. And farmers are delivering less volume because of the poor harvest in some areas. And one can think of this as a consequence in part of load shedding that negatively affected the irrigation areas, and the crop quality was affected negatively. And of course, the fact that some of the harvest is just less in various regions. We see, for example, that the market in general is dominated by Western Free State and Limpopo. That's where the large volumes are coming from. And we think that throughout October, one can expect that potato prices will remain elevated. It is only around about November, towards the end of the year, where we think that we may see a recovery in the volumes of the fresh produce, of the potatoes at the fresh produce market. And as a consequence, prices may begin to soften somewhat towards the end of the year.
Experts say the high potato prices are expected to continue in the next 2 months and possibly ease in December and the new year. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.